early 20s to late 20s. Now, men might go through a extremely evolved change through early 20s or late 30s, but again, that only makes more evidence for my argument than his. Again,
no relatability.
No relatability, and the fact that there's not going to be this incredibly evolved change that would be so drastic that dating a 28-year-old woman is going to be so completely different from dating a 20-something or early 20-something-year-old. And he tried to make the point that, well, you know, when I was dating women in their early 20s, all of it is a disaster. Well, there's many factors because of that. One, it could have been also you weren't mature enough.
Yeah, poor scouting.
Poor scouting, exactly. Talent scout syndrome. Poor scouting.
Yeah, you picked the wrong
by
one.
you and or by the women you're dealing with. Now that you're older, you could be going for. You probably found exactly what you desire and require out of a young lady. That takes time. A lot of people don't know. You ask a person right now, like, what do you want in a relationship? They'll list 10 things. It's like, no, you can't list 10 things. What do you want out of somebody out of a relationship? Name 3. 3 that you 100% have to have, and 3 things that if the person did have, you can deal with. That's what I always tell everybody. What are 3 things in a relationship that you have to have? Well, you can only name 3. 3. Because when you start getting to 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, you start getting closer and closer to an unrealistic person.
Yes, exactly.
And then you'll just be searching your whole life for something that is it's obviously not real. So let's go ahead and pick 3 things. 3 things. You get 3. That's all you get. And then on top of those 3 things, you get the polar opposites of those 3 things that you do want. There has to be 3 things that that a person like that might have that you'll be able to tolerate. For example, they have to, if a person has good income, let's say like, oh, this person has to have great income. Okay, well, what comes with a person who has great income? Non-agreeableness. So are you going to be willing to be agreeable and cooperative and somewhat submissive the way that is interpreted in the Bible to a person who is highly conscientious, non-agreeable with high income? Well, no, I could never do that. Well, then you're not ready. You don't really know what you want.
Exactly.
Our relationship is about give or take. And in a relationship, you're supposed to be giving.